Me in the commentary box. A thrilling finale to the women's competition earlier today. I'm sure we can expect the same with the men right now, Michaela.
Yeah, so far every competition has hotted up to be really well contested, and I don't think this is going to be any different. We've got a good range of lifters from youth to experience.
And it looks like Gegeli Suki for Hungary will be the first lifter to the stage in clean and jerk. He is attempting a 145. I note from our biographies before the competition, Michaela, that he's going straight in at his PB here, an indication of the quality of competition tonight. But for this former European junior champion medalist, he's putting himself under a lot of pressure to kickstart the evening.
Yeah, he's only 21 years of age, and you've got to remember at this age, between the age of about 18 and 21, these young men will be growing and developing very quickly. So this is where the biggest gains are had. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's had a good few kilos more than this in training.
First of 3 lifts. Watch the clock. He's got to get it away before it goes down to 0 seconds. Well done. Good lad. I'm so pleased that he's got that away. Let's just wait for confirmation. There you see the 3 white dots. No problems from any of the jury or referees. And that's a great start for the youngster to lift his PB in his first.
It is. The clean was very strong. The jerk, not so good. Attempting a power jerk there. Why a power jerk? Why not a split jerk? Could be a number of reasons, maybe knee injury. But basically most lifters do the split jerk because they can lift more. They don't have to drive the bar quite so high. This is a bit more technical. You've got to make sure you're dipping and driving straight for that bar to land overhead. There's no room for error. Lovely and straight in that position. Even then, he still had to take a tiny step. If that's a fraction out, he's going to miss it.
Well, Ion Turner is next to lift, the Moldovan, with some impressive results in the junior ranks. 3rd in the 2012 and 2013 European Junior Championships. This is his first major senior competition. He's got a PB of 155, opting to come into the clean and jerk competition at 148 kilos. Now, he's just seen one of his junior competitors of years gone by, Gegeli of Hungary, lift 145. Let's see if Ion can lift 148 here to get his competition off to the perfect start. And another youngster making his senior debut here at the European Championships gets off to a great start with a 148, Michaela. I'm impressed by the youngsters so far tonight.
Yes, I am too. The leg strength he's demonstrated there. No movement of the knees as he stood up. That's fantastic strength. Driving the bar to arm's length. Has to work a little bit harder than he may have liked. You can see the shoulder flexibility that he demonstrates. Absolutely awesome there. Right, the bar is right back through his ears.
Now let's take a look at Bunyami Sezer of Turkey. Now, Bunyami's already claimed a silver medal in the snatch opening round and division of this competition. He's opting to start his campaign at 150. 159 is his PB. He's got some form. European champion from 2012, a competitor at the 2012 London Olympic Games. But there have been some big weights set by his competitors in this clean and jerk. He will need to be successful here, and he'll need to move up in pretty big denominations if he's to get into the medals for a second time today.
That doesn't count as an adjustment. That's him just moving the bar off his windpipe. Very short on the drive. Had to drop very low to receive that bar. He looks to me like he's carrying a bit of a niggle there. He doesn't look too happy. This is another prime example of why there is a 15-minute break between the snatch and clean and jerk. He was one of the last lifters out on the snatch and one of the first out in the clean and jerk. So he's only had 12-15 minutes to get himself together and warm up.
Seems to be limping ever so slightly on the right knee as well, Michaela. Well, let's get back to the youngster, Gegeli Suki from Hungary. His second lift of 150 takes Suki 5 kilos past his PB. Another successful junior lifter. Delighted to be in the top flight in his first major senior competition. And if he can keep this kind of flow going, raising the bar by 5 kilos from his opener, he'll be very happy with his work here tonight.
Yes, this is a big challenge now, stepping up onto the senior stage. Here we go, just dip slightly forwards. You cannot recover from that. If you're attempting a power jerk, that's a real shame. Really quick on the clean, great leg extension. Unable to drive that bar quite high enough, needed to sit in a bit deeper.
Well, quite possibly Suki will opt for that 150 in his third and final lift of the evening here in Tel Aviv. Now the coaches do have the option, almost a team competition. 3 coaches, 1 in the warm-up, 1 watching the scoreboard, and possibly another figuring out the tactical play.
Well, it's very important in the warm-up room to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. Obviously, as you said, 1 coach to work with the athlete. 1 coach will stay pretty much by the scoreboard and just keep an eye on what the other athletes are doing, what the other coaches are doing in terms of any changes to be made, because these guys will be trying to time their warm-up to perfection so that literally 2 minutes before they are called onto the platform, they will take their final warm-up attempt. They start on the empty bar, they keep building up the weights until they reach a weight that's just below the weight they want to start on. And it's down to the coaches to make sure they get the timing right. And if they miss 1 slight change on the scoreboard, then it could be disaster.
Well, the reason why there's a slight delay is because Suki, who just failed at 150 but has kept the bar at 150, will have to go to the stage again pretty much immediately after that failure and see if he can be successful at this weight. I have to say, very impressed with this young lad, still only 21 years of age. Can he take his PB even higher, and can he wrap it up tonight with a 150? It's not about the medals now, it's about building his career, building his major championship confidence.
Oh, no messing around there, straight on the bar.
Oh, what a shame for Gegeli. Suki will have to take the 145 as his final score. Right now, adding 116 from the snatch to a 145. 145 is total, 261 is total, I should say. And into 3rd position, but still very much early days in the competition. Little disappointing for Suki after such a promising start. So Stanislaw Chadovic for Belarus, 151 on the bar. Chadovic, 3rd position in the snatch with a 135. First lift of the evening for the Bulgarian. Belarus, I should say.
Coaches are shouting at him to stand still. Has to make sure he brings his feet back in line before the referees will give him the down signal. Has to be under control.
Goes into the lead early in the competition. His mark total for the two at 2.86.
Very, very strong standing out of the clean. Shows tremendous leg strength. Little shaky overhead. Needs to drive through the bar with his legs rather than trying to use his upper body strength. Didn't move his feet very wide either. As the weight gets heavier, he's going to have to split wider to be able to drop lower underneath. But either way, it's a good first attempt.
Well, the scores are changing and the coaches are allowed to, within a minute, change the weight for the next round. So we move to Chadovich. And now it's gone to, they've changed it again. It looks like it will be Ion Turner for Moldova, because Chadovich has just gone and put in a 1.58 for his second, and Bunyami Cesar, a 1.55. So that takes us back to the Moldovan Ion Turner with his second lift, attempting 153 kilos. Oh no, and the youngster unable to convert that. It's a no lift. One attempt left for Turner.
Nothing wrong with a clean. Just there, you can, if you draw a line vertically down from the bar over the base of support, which is his feet, looked to me as though that bar was over his toes before he even attempted the dip. You've obviously got to make sure that you've got your body underneath the bar. In that split position, if you split wide enough as well and the bar is slightly in front, you can lunge to get yourself back underneath.
Now, of course, unless he raises the computer so carefully, and the more this championship unfolds, the more we see how important this role in the competition becomes. So Ion Turner will be the next to the stage. Third and final lift of the evening, bringing his competition to a close, hoping to successfully lift 153. This is just 2 kilos off his personal best, and we'll give him a total of 276 if he's successful, going into third position.
He's got just under 30 seconds. It is quite tough when you're following yourself. You only have 2 minutes to recover. Again, a very strong clean. That's better, much better.
Oh, he's done it. Well done. Just 20 years of age, first major senior competition. Lifts that 153, gets the all clear, total of 276 into third position. Valuable experience gained here for the youngster, Miguel.
Absolutely, to come back and nail the lift, having just missed it. Lifters just take a split second with the bar on the shoulders, just enough time to get a couple of breaths in, compose themselves, be able to focus before the jerk.
So Stoyan Enev for Bulgaria has opted to start his competition at 155 kilos. 24 years of age, third in the European Championships this time last year. Now, Enev, fifth position after the snatch, needs to have a very, very good clean and jerk part to this competition.
Well, we can see there in picture his left arm on our right side as we look at it. Not a great elbow lock. I don't know whether he's dislocated his elbow in the past, which is causing that problem. But so long as there's no movement there, he'll get away with it.
And he has. Great start for the Bulgarian. 1.55 successful first lift for Enev.
It's a lot harder to hold it on a bent arm.
Turkey's Bunyami Cesar. 155, which would give him a total of 290 to go into first position. Let's not forget that Cesar won the silver in the snatch with a 135 kilo lift. Now with a 155 clean and jerk lift, this is his second of the three he's allowed in the competition for clean and jerk. Cleans the first part well.
Oh, he's not going to get that. Just wait and see what the referees decide.
Well, you could see it as clear as we could, finding it difficult to lock out the arms, moving forwards. But is he going to get given that lift? Oh, he has!
Goodness me.
And he's through into top position, total of 290.
Look, both elbows unlocked, now they're straight. How is that not a double arm press out? Let's see if the jury intervene on that. The only people that have the... There we go. The only people now that have the power to overrule that decision are the jury. They've called the referees over. The decision can only be overturned if all members of the jury are in complete agreement.
We had the opinion that it was a clear press out. A little, but it is a press out or not a press out. But, normal lift. Normal lift. Normal for size or normal for lift, yeah?
No, then it is good.
Okay. Thank you.
So the referees have argued their case. They said what they saw. It's down to the jury now. They don't have to overturn it. We'll see here again. Arms are bent. Now they're straight. Well, that's not rocket science to me.
And we can hear the stadium announcer who gets the information just a split second before we do on our computer screens. But it has been given a no lift. He will have to come back and try and do it again, which leaves Stanislav Chadovic of Belarus still in first position. The total target weight is 286 kilos, and he may have to go straight back out and attempt it again, Michaela.
Well, you can see how hard he had to work to, one, stand up with a clean, secondly, to stand still with it. On a positive for him, there's been a minute or so wasted where the jury and the referees have had a discussion, so it would give him a little bit longer to recover.
Well, it looks like he may have put it up a kilo to make sure that Chadovic goes before him.
It will give him a little bit longer to recover.
But he'll have to lift the heavier weight. More to come on that story from Cesar, who's now lifted his weight to 156. On your screens is Stanislav Chadovic. Chadovic is currently leading the overall standings on 286. Started his clean and jerk at the 151, attempting in his second lift 156 kilos.
Again, he times the lift very, very well, uses every bit of whip on the bar. The momentum is perfect.
And the judges and jury think it's perfect as well. Chadovic successful with a 156 into first position.
Just want to see him move his feet a little bit wider on that jerk. Give himself a bigger base. Very, very strong in both the clean and the jerk phase.
Now he takes the total mark to 291, which means the 156 that Cesar is going to attempt. These are the individual clean and jerk standings, of which Chadovic leads on 156. But we go back to Cesar, Bunyami Cesar, for Turkey, who is attempting 156. Clearly, his team do not want to raise the weight any further, so success here would put him into second position.
Clean is strong. Needs to lock out first time. Not today.
So that is the end of the evening for Bunyami Cesar for Turkey. 150 is his successful lift, his first of the three. Gives him a total of 285 kilos for the 2 rounds of the competition.
Doesn't really drive the bar high enough. It's all very well seeing where the bar is to start with, but you've got to drive up through it before you move your feet.
Well, here's the favourite for Turkey, I'd say, this evening. This is Erol Bilgin. Bilgin, twice a European champion in 2009 and in 2010. Bronze medalist at the 2013 World Championships. 8th in the Olympics in London in 2012. First lift at 157 kilos. No.
Mistimed that dip. It's a shame. He's in great shape. Very short, very stocky. Let's have a look at the replay. No problems with his clean. Dipped on his toes, and the bar is always in front from there. Again, if you draw a line down from the bar, once it's overhead, there's nothing underneath it to support it. You've got to have your body underneath. Just saw Stoyan there taking another attempt in the warm-up room. He took a 155 on his first. It looks like he's had a good few minutes to sit and wait, and sometimes if you wait that long, your legs can switch off. So he's just throwing in a lift there to keep his body ticking over.
Well, the difficulty now for the Turkish team is that if he keeps the weight at 157, that's Erol Bilgin on your screens, he has to go back out there and try again. There's no other weight on 157. There's no other lifter. The closest to that is a 160, which is where the mark goes to for the 3 remaining lifters still to go. There are 4 still in the competition, Michaela.
And he actually needs a 160 to push himself up into medal contention overall. I think he was expecting to nail that on his first attempt, but now he's under pressure.
Well, he's going to have to do some pretty big jumps of weight from 2 to 3 if he's successful with 2. This is the last of the Turkish lifters in the competition. For the second time, 157 kilos for Erol Bilgin.
Powers out of that clean. Well, it was a better attempt. He actually drove through the bar then. And now he's under serious pressure. 2 failures on 157. He needs his next attempt to stay in the competition.
He's got a PB of 171. That's starting to really frustrate Bilgin now and starting to develop a little bit of a psychological problem with this competition.
Yes, as he dips, the bar travels forwards. He's going to travel forwards then as he starts to change direction and drive up. Good luck getting your body underneath that.
Now his problem in the third round is exactly the same as it was for the previous one. He's got to go straight back out there within a couple of minutes and attempt it again. Chadovic still tops the table, 291 kilos for his snatch and clean and jerk performances. Cesar lies in the silver medal position. Enev for Bulgaria holds on to the bronze with a total of 281 kilos. Still 4 lifters in the competition, and one of those lifters has yet to take to the stage. That is Filev of Bulgaria, who won the snatch. Right on cue, there's our man. He's going to start at 160, but we've still got a few lifters to finish up at 157. That's the lowest weight out there, so he's got to go back to the stage. This is Erol Bilgin for Turkey. You can see it from the graphic on your screens. Success for the third time of asking will put Bilgin into second position overall and top spot for now in the clean and jerk individual standings.
No, so frustrating when the clean is that easy. Very, very frustrating. Well, that's a technical error he's got. He needs to go away and work on that, work on dipping and driving straight. Easier said than done. I know, I'm working on it myself. Again, better. Body was almost under the bar there. It's a real shame to see anybody bowing out of the competition. That's what we call a bomber. No total.
Wow, that is good news for Chadovic, because he's in the lead. If he can lift this 158, he will extend that lead. If he fails, he'll still take a medal with only 3 lifters left in the competition. But of course, what Chadovic is looking to do here is put the pressure on Stoyan Enev of Bulgaria, who's lifted 155, but will come in at 160 after this. Third and final lift for Stanislav Chadovic, bronze in the snatch, current leader.
See the shaking on the shoulders, that's a sign that the bar's on his windpipe. Needs to get it off. Stand still, feet in line. He's got it.
Oh, great work. Really excellent stuff from Chadovic, taking his PB up by 2 kilos with that 158 lift, and that's what it's all about in major championship competition. At one point I thought he was going to have to drop that bar. He just held on.
That was a tremendous fight, really gutsy performance. And he's now put the pressure right back on Stoyan Enev of Bulgaria. I don't think Enev's going to be able to catch him in the overall standings.
First time we see the gold medalist from the snatch. This is Ivalo Filev for Bulgaria. This is his first lift of 3. He's opted to start with the bar at 160 kilos in weight.
Well, that's impressive. We discussed this at the power jerk earlier. That's the next progression. So in order to be able to drop underneath the bar, has to drop into a squat position. That is so hard to do. I've never done it as part of my training. I simply don't have the shoulder flexibility to do that with your hands in that position. It also shows a huge amount of leg strength. One, to be able to stand up with a clean as easily as he did, but then to have to do it again from a jerk position with the bar overhead.
Well, remarkable. And this is just his first, confirming his World Championship form from last year where he took the bronze. Filev goes straight into the lead. He's still got 2 lifts to go. Now, Stoyan Enev at 160. Success here will take him into joint first position for the clean and jerk, and possibly into 3rd position. 2nd position the clean and jerk, 3rd position in the overall, I should say.
He's got it. It's the same weight that we just seen Filev lift, but he's a heavier man, hence the 2nd position in the clean and jerk.
And he's still got another lift to go. Great work from Stoyan Enev. Equaling his personal best.
I think the coaches were trying to lift that with him. It is hard to sit quietly as a coach and not get involved.
Now, tactics are being played once again. It can be like a poker game, this major championship weightlifting. Filev has gone right into the lead with that 160. Enev is 2nd. Filev, of course, is the lighter of the 2. And then Chadovic has now gone down into 3rd position. Stoyan Enev of Bulgaria has 1 lift, and let's see if he goes toe-to-tail and heel with Filev here, because already, whilst we're explaining the current standings, the coaches are starting to change the next lift weights.
I was wondering if he would do this. Enev has just put his 3rd attempt right up to 168, and that is an attempt to try and take the silver medal overall.
Now, he's also trying to take the gold in the individual clean and jerk. He's forced Filev of Bulgaria to take his 2nd round at 163, which means he'll have to go again unless he proposes something higher than a 168. But for now, he's in a very strong position. I don't think he's feeling too much pressure.
That bar hit him hard at the bottom. Just adjusting his hands. Another great jerk.
Fantastic stuff. Very impressive indeed from Filev. 163 is just 3 kilograms shy of his personal best. Goes into the lead in the clean and jerk and continues to draw clear in the overall standings as well. And Filev could be on track for 3 gold medals here tonight. Snatch, clean and jerk and the overall.
Well, it's without doubt that he's going to win the overall.
Now, what does he do? Does he go out there again? As you can see, Stoyan Enev has set down a potential 168. So what will the Bulgarian coaches do now, Michaela?
It's a difficult one to answer in this circumstance. I don't think Enev's going to get the 168, if I'm honest. I'll put my cards on the table. I think it's going to be a bit too much. Filev is already now sat in gold medal position on the snatch, the clean and jerk, and the overall standings. Enev cannot catch him overall, so
I mean,
I think a personal best, probably. Personal best attempt.
I think it's... Enev wants the gold in the clean and jerk. He knows, you're absolutely right, Michaela, that he can't catch Filev. What Filev has opted to do here, by the look of things, is try and lift a 166. That's his PB. He's done it before. That 166 gives him at least 2 out of a possible 3 gold medals, and then he'll sit and watch to see if Stoyan Enev can lift that 168. Now, we saw some dramatic stuff with the women's competition, particularly Koban earlier today, to take the gold there.
That's right, it's difficult now. Filev's just asking the coach to back off, let him concentrate, let him focus. You can see him going through the visualization of the lift. The coaches are fanning down the lift as it's very, very hot there in the warm-up room. They need to get the oxygen in.
These are the two left in the competition. Right now, the gentleman on the left just standing up, Ivalo Filev of Bulgaria. The purpose of this lift is to make it 3 goals from 3. He's already in a fantastically strong position, and the 168 that Enev is opting for is still not enough to take the overall, but this is to take the clean and jerk gold, or certainly put the pressure on Enev with regards to the clean and jerk gold. Well, he still leads. 163 is still the best. Now, here's a chance for Stoyan Enev. He can't change his mind now, can he, Michaela? He's got to lift 168.
Well, the sole purpose of going 168 is to try and move himself from bronze medal position into silver medal position, and obviously gold in the clean and jerk. I think this is going to be a massive ask, but we can just see there Filev bottling it. That's a tough when you're lifting a weight you haven't done for a while, maybe, or the psychological barrier.
It's a waiting game now, because there is still a good chance that the Bulgarian Filev will take the 3 golds, unless his teammate Stoyan Enev lifts this 168. That will give him the gold in the clean and jerk. If he's unsuccessful, he'll have to settle for the silver.
I think he'll clean this. Tremendous leg strength. You can see how stocky those legs are.
Looking to raise his PB by 8 kilograms with this lift.
That's going down.
Oh, it's not there. Brave performance. Everybody on the edge of their seats. But not quite enough for Stoyan Enev to deny his teammate and compatriot Ivalo Filev top position in the clean and jerk. 3 gold medals for Filev. Brave performance.
Well, it was one of the gutsiest efforts we've seen so far in this European Championships. He split nice and wide. Look how low he goes. That is so hard to recover from there. That's a perfect example, though, of when the weight gets heavy, the only thing that changes is how wide and how low you need to split to get yourself underneath the bar. Great effort.